Hi everyone, this is Debbie. Welcome to our online English lessons. I hope you're all well. I know these are difficult times and seem very strange to all of us, but I really hope you engage with all these lessons. They are important for your continued learning and your attendance, so I hope you enjoy them. So this week we are looking at the situation that we face ourselves with, and we've entitled it My Plague Journal. So what does this mean? Well, we're living in unprecedented times. That means this is something that no one has ever experienced before. We're stuck in our houses, basically, aren't we? We can't go out now. We can't go to do the normal things we want to do, go to college, see our friends, go to the cinema. But also this gives us an amazing opportunity to write down our thoughts and facts about what's actually happening. This could be an important document in years to come. So we want you to start a plague journal documenting what is going on in your life now. So what should you do? Grab a notebook. Have you got a notebook at home? Some paper that you can put together, something that will last, so you can look back on it. Promise yourself you're going to write down something at least once a week. Every day is better, but once a week would be fine. Alternatively, we are living in a digital age, so you can make your own Word document and keep that in a folder, or there are sites like WordPress and Wix where you can start your own blog. Entirely up to you. So to give you some inspiration, there was a famous diarist called Samuel Pepys in the 1600s, the 17th century. Famously, he wrote about the Great Fire of London, so you can find lots of things online about him. There's a link here, so you can read one of his diary entries. You may find it a little bit difficult because there is some vocabulary which is associated with Old English, but you can get the general idea of it. And in fact, there's an author that I know called Richard Jones, who does guided tours of London, and he's actually made his own modern day version of Samuel Pepys's diary, even calling himself Richard Pepys, and he's changed the photo, as you can see, to look a little bit more like him. So click on the link here. Very funny. He's included lots of modern day references to characters such as Donald Trump, of course Boris Johnson, and other politicians. So he's brought that in, and he's tried to adapt Samuel Pepys's diary to be in modern day times. So what would you write in your diary? Well, we've done a lot about writing to describe. Use your imagination as well as giving the facts. It's important to give facts when you're writing a diary. Otherwise, people will look back on it in years to come and wonder what actually went on. But do use your imagination, like I said, so use great vocabulary. But look at the facts here. How quiet are the streets? How does the air smell cleaner? They're saying that pollution has been reduced drastically. What's it feel like not being able to see your friends or boyfriend, girlfriend maybe? How do you feel about being locked down? Is social media doing a good job? Are we looking at it too much? Have you been to the supermarket? How was it? Was it strange? So think about vocabulary that you are going to use. You can use more complex words. We've looked at thoughts and feelings, especially writing with the use of colours. If you go onto the Padlet, the Functional Skills Padlet, there's a link to that on the General tab of our site, our Teams here, and you can look at using different colours to describe feelings. So, for example, here it says use turquoise or azure rather than blue. You know, think of more exciting words to use, descriptive words. Also, of course, metaphors and similes. This is a lovely one. The air was as pure as freshly fallen snow. And using more exciting adjectives. So, for example, verbs and adjectives, but verbs here, the shoppers seized the last remaining rolls of toilet paper and snaffled bags of pasta. So what do we want to write about. So all sorts of things. So you can describe, like I say, your thoughts, and give your opinions as well. We've talked a lot about opinions, haven't we? So is Boris Johnson doing a good job? Should Sadiq Khan shut the tube? Should the police arrest people who are breaking the law from just not staying at home? Is that breaking the law? All sorts of different ideas here that you can express. So moving on to the assignment for this week, I want you to create a notice. So a notice that would be put up in your local community centre to persuade people to stay at home and take this virus seriously, because that's the only way it's going to be beaten. So this assignment will be produced as a Word document, and I want you to carry out research on the internet first of all to give the facts. After you've done this, remember success criteria that we need to make a good notice. We want to use good eye-catching fonts and colours, and you can do this with word art in your Word document. Perhaps include an image, find an image, appropriate image on the website somewhere. Remember deforest, our persuasive techniques. Deforest, again, it's on the Padlet under writing skills. It'll have about persuasive techniques there, so do have a look back at that. Remember as well, we need a good heading, paragraphs and bullet points, and I need you to submit this assignment by the end of the day of your lesson.